Day at Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guests for this segment is Wilma and Megan. I get that right?
You certainly did.
Awesome. But that's not important. What's important is CASA, and that's what you're here to talk about. Who cares what your name is? As long as they remember my name.
That's right.
Isn't that right, Wilma?
It is all about you. Absolutely.
All right. No, it's all about CASA. Megan, why are you here?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I am here because I am helping Wilma at CASA. I do the fund development, which on layman's terms kind of means that I fundraise.
Okay, stop. Wilma, what are we fundraising for?
CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and we're the voice that matters for foster youth. We actually go out into the community and train community volunteers for foster youth.
I'm going to stop you right there
Sure.
because this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. You know, kids, it's tough for a kid in the best of circumstances. At least that's what they tell me, and I kind of tend to believe them. But once you get out of what we would consider normal circumstances, things get a little tougher.
A lot tougher.
And when things really go south in the family or various, other situations arise, all of a sudden their ties to anything, regardless of how tough it may be, their ties to whatever stability they have had are now severed. And they're kind of out there without the tools, the toolbox, the support. And this is kind of where CASA comes in, isn't it?
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And the statistics are startling. With over 2,500 between foster youth between Fresno and Madera counties. Mm-hmm. And our dependency court judges say, we need CASA in there to walk alongside the most at-risk children. So what does that mean? Foster youth enter our system due to neglect and abuse.
Yeah.
So what does that mean to be more at risk? They may, as you alluded to, removed from their home, middle of the night, and there's no family members that they can go to. They may be a child with special needs, for instance, one that is hard of hearing, and they're placed in a home where there's no one who sign languages.
Right.
What a very lonely place that is. So our advocates who are trained are the eyes and the ears of the courts for the judges, because they can't be everywhere. They have educational rights to represent the child, right? It's like, well, what does this child need to help him succeed in school? 100% of our children, if they're old enough, are in therapy, right?
So, Wilma, you've got a gazillion of you got more volunteers you know what to do with. You've got a whole, you got a budget that you can't spend enough of. No, that's not true. You actually have a great need for volunteers, and even with volunteers, financial support is very important.
It is.
And that's kind of what we're talking about.
That's right.
Okay, so now then, back to you, Megan. We're talking about financial support. You have something to do with that. Let's talk about it.
I do. It does cost us money to provide these foster youth with advocates, and it takes an entire community. And so one of the things I want to say that we're really, really proud of at CASA is that 80% of the funds that we bring in go directly to the kids in the program. And so that's something that we're really proud of. There's lots of ways to get involved. We need advocates, and we have on our website, I believe you guys have it listed, that
Stop. Your website is, why don't you say it?
www.casafresnomadera.org.
That's CASA, that's C-A-S-A.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, now you can go on.
Okay. Online, we have a list of info sessions that people can come to and support, and we also have all of our events posted on there and how you can get involved either as a volunteer, as a sponsor, as a donor, or as a participant.
Okay, Megan, stop again. What kind of events are we talking about here?
Well, we've worked really, really hard at CASA to try and get events that interest everybody in the community. And so right now, we are participating in a fundraiser for Granville Home of Hope. We have been so blessed by Granville Homes to be one of the recipients with 9 other nonprofits for all the money that we raise selling tickets to win a brand new Granville home.
Oh.
So that is ongoing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are $100 a piece, and you are entered in to win a brand new home in Fresno, and there's lots of other secondary prizes.
And you know, I've heard rumors, Granville homes are kind of nice.
They're very nice. They build a beautiful home.
And they take one of their homes.
They do.
And they dedicate it to support nonprofits in our community.
They do.
I'm going to have to like them a whole lot more than what I used to.
Yes.
And I liked them a lot to begin with.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. And this year they're supporting 10 nonprofits. We are one of those. And of the tickets that we sell through CASA, CASA brings in 100% of that money.
Do you really?
We
Yes.
do.
Time to sell some tickets, lady.
It is time to sell tickets.
All right,
It's
pay
go
attention,
time.
folks. Yeah, I don't care who else is out there selling tickets. Every one of these nonprofits is a good cause, and you support the cause that's near and dear to your heart. But you know what? Kids are near and dear to most everybody's heart. They get short shifted in the system. Not that it's intentionally biased against them, but because, like the ladies mentioned, we have need for volunteers, resources. That's on the side of the community, on the side of their home life. Listen, life gets really tough and it's ugly, and it's we can help. You can help. Step up. You know what? You might win a home, not just a home, but a Granville home, a great home. So let's talk more about this, ladies. What do we got? We got fun for the whole. What is this?
We do.
Yeah.
We have a golf tournament coming up. It's a 9 and Wine. It's a 9-hole golf tournament, which is really nice because
That's a fundraiser?
yes, people
Okay.
can have their whole office go, and instead of missing a whole day for golfing, it's just a partial day, and so that's going to be a really nice
So
event.
businesses can, they can buy a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
Right.
bosses, you got some golfers in, step up.
Yes,
it goes for a
that
good
will be
cause.
on April 1st.
April 1st.
Yes.
No fooling.
No
No
fooling.
Awesome. That's great.
And then we have our great CASA duck race coming up. That's going to be
I'm not going to touch that one. No.
that's going to be on Saturday, May 23rd,
Yeah.
on opening day at Wildwater Adventure Park. They have
Okay.
partnered with us graciously.
Explain that to. Is it real little ducks that they? raise?
They're little rubber ducks.
Little
yes,
rubber ducks.
and you get to buy one, and that's your duck, and it's a race.
Can I keep it?
It's a really. I don't think so,
No.
but.
It's 5,000 little rubber ducks that's going to be dropped into the wave pool. The wave pool is going to be turned on, and there's the race. First prize is a 24-month lease for a LX Honda Civic,
Oh, I like that.
and many secondary prizes as
Yes.
No, that has been cleared through the gaming commission, right? No.
That
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it's great. 2 years a lease?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Or $5,000 first prize.
That's not bad either.
That's
And
not
it's a
bad.
day fun for the whole
Yeah.
family.
Yes.
So it'll be
you're,
fun.
you're helping kids, you're talking fun, winning homes,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
No, thanks for being with us. That's great. Is there anything more you want to share today?
No, just that, be on the lookout for our crab feed is our signature event, and that
something
will
else.
be in September, so there will be more
Okay.
information coming.
All right, you got to come back. If you don't come back, I'm
We
gonna make
will.
fun of
We
you.
will be back.
All
Thank
right.
you. And
Awesome.
then just another note on the Granville Home of Hope. You can purchase tickets at our participating partner location at Sierra Vista Mall in their customer service office,
Yeah.
or by calling 559-977-7324.
And we can get it off the website too,
Yes.
Absolutely.
right? Okay. Do we have a Facebook page by chance?
We do.
certainly do.
And you didn't talk about it.
We're
Boy.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter
Okay,
as well.
You lose me beyond Facebook.
Okay, we have
I have a
Facebook.
10-year-old grandson that points me through beyond. Okay, but your Instagram, Facebook.
CASA Fresno,
Yeah.
Madera. And, just in closing, I want to make sure that people know we have 171 advocates who last fiscal year served 353 foster youth of the Moat Asperis. That would sound like a lot. However, I have a continuous 150 children that we need to serve.
And real quick before we cut away, the role of the advocate. They make contact with the young person. They support them through if there's a court process involved. They're kind of the intermediary between the court and the child or young person, depending on where they're at. They're that child's advocate in the court.
Yes, and people think, wow, that must take up a lot of time. 15 to 20 hours a month maybe. That's it.
You think we could give that? You think you could step up maybe and help them? I mean, come on, 15, 20 hours a month. You can do that standing on your head. It's time to do it. And pony up $100, win a house, It doesn't get any better than that.
That's right.
Ladies, thank you for being
Thank
with
you
me.
so
And thank you for
much.
being good sports.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right.
We'll
And
see you
I'll
soon.
see you when we come back.
CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. Our mission at CASA of Fresno and Madera counties is to recruit, train, and support volunteers from our community to mentor and advocate for children in foster care.
My CASA youth is an 11-year-old girl who, at the age of 4, faced astounding heartbreak and tragedy, which was followed by abuse and neglect and just unmitigated grief. And of the many experiences I've had with her, I think the most telling isn't just one event that stands out above all the others, but the result of consistency. The time I walked into the mental health crisis facility and she looked up in surprise to see that I was there to visit her. Or the night that my girl says to me, "Nobody cares, not even you. You're just doing your job." And I was able to say, "This isn't my job. For this, I volunteer." And I was able to tell her that I'm yours for the long haul. No matter where you go or who comes or who goes, I'm yours. And I think when it all gets added up, all the little messages become the same repeated message. You really matter. You're important.
CASA needs your support so that I have my advocate no matter where I go, and she can remind me that I really matter and that I am important.
We truly have the opportunity to change lives, not just with our kiddos, but in our community. I've seen families headed towards a life of crime get out of that just by being there, just by listening, and just by pointing them on where they need to go.
2 years ago, when I got involved, my youth was residing in a group home, and she had been there for way too long. She had no family connectedness, no friends, no support. At the beginning of this year, the 16-year-old girl was diagnosed with a rare life-altering disease. I've been there through multiple hospital admissions, throughout her whole journey so far. And without a CASA, she would be all alone.
CASA needs your support so that I have my advocate to make sure I'm not alone, especially while dealing with the life-altering disease.
My youth was 5 years old and he faced the double challenges of an intellectual disability and autism. Trying to communicate his needs left him feeling angry and frustrated and alone. Working with his teachers and foster parents and also social services, I was able to get him the speech and behavioral therapy that he needed and he required. So he became a much happier, calmer child. And I'm happy and grateful that I was able to be a small part of his success.
CASA needs your support so that my advocate can help me get the services I need when I need them.
3 children, ages 3 to 6 years old, 3 siblings. They've been in out of several foster homes. Foster parents want to adopt these 3 siblings and keep them together. So that's what we're going through now. I'm glad I'm able to support and give assistance in adoption process. This is a great ending to a CASA foster home.
CASA needs you, and I need you.